My name is Sarah Mossad and I am currently a pre-service Technology and Applied Studies teacher at the Australian Catholic University. This video is a critical reflection of an event that occurred during my practicum at Surdon Girls College in Marylands in 2016. This is an all-girl Catholic school located in Sydney, and I was fortunate to teach both food technology and textiles classes during my time there, but this video will focus on one food technology class in particular. The class I was given was a Year 8 food technology class, and my supervising teacher had explained to me prior to meeting the students that there was one particular student who does not participate or enjoy theory lessons as she suffers from slight ADHD, becomes distracted quickly, and only participates in practical lessons. She explained to me that the student was a visual learner and highly enjoyed practical lessons where she was hands-on. However, as practical lessons were only once a fortnight, this student would quickly become distraction for others around her when students were not cooking. During my first observation of the class, I observed that when given work on her iPad and videos to look at that explained the theory being taught, she would focus more and become less distracted as she was visually learning the information, not just being told through words. Howard Gardner's theory focuses on multiple intelligences, and according to Churchill 2016, there are 7 intelligences that underpin his theory. Churchill also defines multiple intelligences as specialised for acquiring knowledge. This particular student fell into the visual spatial intelligence in Gardner's theory. Visual spatial learners are those who are attracted to videos and images for learning as opposed to just being told information. This particular student is a visual spatial learner as she learnt effectively and would focus to a high level in class through videos and technology. When I was teaching this theory class, I made sure to incorporate videos and technology into the lesson and added a reward where I tell the class that if they completed work with time to spare at the end of the lesson, they would be able to choose their own recipes for a future practical. I ensured to include videos that linked in with the practical, which was the following lesson, and I incorporated Gardner's theory for visual spatial learners to suit students, and adding a reward for students linked in to future practicals. Also incorporated B.F. Skinner's reinforcement theory. Skinner's positive reinforcement theory focuses on favourable consequences for students, in this case choosing their own recipes to cook. Using positive reinforcement for this student allowed her to focus on visually learning information within the theory lesson and getting her work done, with the consequences that she can have the option to choose her own recipe. Giving the student a choice over a future decision in their practical classes, which she enjoyed, motivated her to finish her work in the theory lesson quickly, but not effectively or correctly. I found when going through questions relating to the video, this particular student and many others in the class had only one-word answers or had the wrong answers completely. Students were eager to finish the theory so they could focus on the practical. If I were going to teach this class again, I would still incorporate Gardner's theory for visual spatial learners, as well as giving students the option to choose their future recipes as a reward, like Skinner says, positive reinforcement, but notify students that work completed in class is to be handed in for marking as a form of formative assessment to ensure that they understand the theory and they actually do it right. This will allow students to take pride in their work and complete work to a high standard, still knowing they have the reward at the end. Future theory classes will have a reward only for correct work, which will motivate students to do the work correctly rather than just finish it. Teaching this particular student and this experience has allowed me to reflect on my teaching methods used within the classroom and to see where pressure needs to be added for the reward to be given to students. It has allowed me to be exposed to students who may have a disability in the classroom, which affects their learning, and how I can incorporate different theories into the lesson to suit the needs of the variety of students.
Created using Powtoon.